Quid emergency call-up. Will Top V return after 2 years? GEN with top, jungle, and support, 3 main players gone. How will they fight against the untouchable T1, who has not lost a single match yet?
And then thoughts on Rise versus Vex, because Faker and Chovy potentially in this matchup here should be really exciting.
Good job, Alistair, is a quote from Ruler when he was playing with Lospa. It almost seems as if he didn't know Lospa's name, as Lospa was a last-second call-up on the day.
Here for the team stats, both these team stats are fantastic. GEN has lost that one match against KT Rolster and has dropped a few odd games. Obviously, T1's still looking more dominant.
You know, no matter what GEN ends up doing, they should be able to handle it, but we'll have to wait and see exactly what they will throw at them, as this is the key player matchup. These two players might not be playing in the same lane tonight, but definitely against each other as, you know, the leaders of their teams.
It does feel like it is going to be a Quid Syndra game here. So it is locked in. This is all about the side laning right now. And Syndra top is something that we have seen, but I don't think into the Gragas it's something that you really want. You're not going to be able to get a lot of priority. It's not going to be a valuable pick. Because I wouldn't be shocked if Chovy played the Tryndamere into the Corki, because we've seen Faker do, in fact, the same thing. Arguably next to Corki, the strongest scaling champion in this game on the Zeri with how much she can do in the late game. But why they need to get ahead is because they need to be able to get to objectives first.
And teams rate it extremely highly, so they prioritize that ban instead of the Corki ban or a Zeri ban or anything like that. So, as you mentioned, you know, trying to get a good pick of their own, try to get an OP pick between Zeri and Corki. We'll see if it works out for them.
Isaiah is taking a lot of damage here. Notice Quid has only played 4 games here in Challengers, but he's played a lot more in previous games. The ability to lock down these late game carries is going to be so difficult when you also have to disengage at the Gragas.
His owner has been pretty spicy. He's been invading a little bit. They're going to spot him here. Keep in mind another thing, another champion that the Yuumi has a lot of synergy with is something like a Viego.
Yeah.
As Lospa takes a lot of damage underneath the turret, but
as it's been 736 days, it says here.
He has a win on Quinn. There's a lot of top laners that don't have that in their top lane stats, but Chovy has it. Top Chovy, that is.
Yeah, earlier he had to kind of sit under the turret with no mana. As Gragas, you have to do that with 6 coming around the corner for Chovy. Otherwise, he just proxies minions and actually all-ins you before you can hit 6. Like, those are really awkward timing that Chovy really pushed him in. As MJ will get the steal. Try to get some plate gold here for the Zeri. They were able to identify that Keria was missing. Aguma is actually positioned so well because this is predictable, but either way, he's still going to lose minions. He's still going to lose plates here. Samsung has been acquired. Samsung requested part of the deal for the acquisition was the history stays, and so it does. As a big trade here to try to force this Rift Herald to be mute, but it will crash.
Oh boy. That's a big one right there.
But Zeri's Q does keep through that. He's going to look for a fight.
Uma just face-checking the brush. He's got owner nearby, and Ruler just going to skate over the wall. Doesn't really get much better than that. Gragas being an A-tier top laner as well. They're even going to be able to siege this turret.
Suicidal here with Faker holding the package, and look at where Faker's positioned right now. You can't punish him. Here he goes!
Here he goes, and Lospa, he is the unlucky one. First blood going to be handed over to the Corki of all people. Make that 2! Faker going to pick up 2 of them, as Keria will get another one, and GEN, as you mentioned, they just get immediately crushed there in that choke.
Headlight moment for them was like, okay, I guess we need to try to get out. And Faker says, nope, you're stuck in here. Lust was blown up early, but the cast follow-up is fantastic. And even though Quid is able to escape with his life here, he's not able to, or he was at first able to escape with his life.
It really feels bad. I mean, taking a look here at the mid-gold gap, it was about 2,000 as Gumayusi will take a bunch of damage. Ruler trying to get it done, but fantastic engage once again right on top of Ruler. As Zeus going pretty deep though, Ruler able to kite it out, and down will go the Gragas. T1 going a little bit too far on this one, as now Chovy has entered the fight. Finally, he procs that ultimate, and the 2 guys under the turret immediately go down.
Gauge tool, he can't peel for you anymore. So when Gragas goes in here, as Zeus does, you don't have much to peel for. Gumayusi's at half health. So this is a bit overzealous against a very mobile AD carry here in Ruler, and it's a really nice turn from Lospa. So if you make one error, this comp is very difficult to escape with. You know, it's very difficult to actually win subsequent exchanges. And then at this level of play here in the LCK, you can't afford to make mistakes or make greedy calls like this. And just like that, GEN is back in the game.
Yeah, we're taking a look at Ruler and also listening.
봐줄래?
Cover me.
Cover me, please.
잡았어.
Got him.
천천히 빼면서 빼면서 봐. 끝.
I don't know what he said. I don't know what.
Dude, I just looked at each other like,
what? I don't know. With this mask on, it's hard for us.
Gragas can use that pretty well. There's no classical tank on the side of Gen G on the flip side.
Quid gets caught here by the Yuumi ult. Man, it's a easy follow-up for Owner. Try to finagle their way through this game.
Chovy, he really does not care. In the face of the exhaust and everything, even the Yuumi, he's gonna be able to get in there, and Keria goes down too. Quid able to pick up both kills, and now Zeus is like, wait, where did my team go? As he's not in a good spot either. He's gonna be rooted down and taken out. Gen G.
As Owner alone here is trying to buy some time so that Chovy, or rather so Faker can come in here, but I do not see this working out. He's gonna look for a steal.
But
he goes for it.
He actually went in there. Yeah, very questionable. He is able to pick up the 1 kill. He's trying to set it up for Owner, who's gonna take a huge amount of damage. Guma and Keria also here trying to get the cleanup that these 3 champions are so good at. As the damage is there, Ruler's going in for more, but the blast plan is gonna help him, but he's still going 1v3. He's gonna be able to take out 1, but loses to the other 2. As perhaps a little bit greedy there, he will lose his Baron buff.
No, this Chovy is already back on the case. Went Demolition is going to be able to get a ton of back. But this is a fantastic decision. Now, this is the kind of play I'm talking about. They don't know where Chovy is. He's got all his control where it's bottom side. They're trying to check this bush, and because he has ult and the rest of the team is ready to pounce, 2 players versus 1 against a Tryndamere who can go immortal, you can't win that. And Zeus is trying to save the day, that's why he teleports in. But like, you lost your right leg and your left leg, and now you've lost your right arm with this composition, right? You're giving over pieces to Gen G instead of winning the full picture and the full fight. Now this is a fantastic decision from Faker because A, there's also a true shot barrage coming through, so you double your chances of stealing. And he's going to be able to get the health bars low for the follow-up Ezreal here. I actually love the decision from Faker. It looks like a throw from the outside perspective when you first see it happening, but he actually sets up so much damage here for a comp that excels on resets. Yeah. And they are able to take out the Leona right away off of his engage.
That's really the big thing. I mean,
because Quid and Chovy are so far away from each other, it's very difficult.
Over the wall he goes. Chovy looking to clear the pit, and he will. Lostba, though, goes in alone, and he will be burst down. Really going to pop that ultimate, looking to take the team fight. In goes T1, but immediately has to flash away. Ruler already getting so much done on this champion.
In. And Ruler's ult here, I want to see actually how many people he hits with it. He's pushed away with the cast at first. Because if he hits a ton of people here, and he actually just completely whiffs it. If he hits a ton of people, I think this is actually a winnable fight for Gen G, but it's just not quite there yet. Which is why soul point is something we talk about all the time. It's not the soul, but the ability to just ignore a fight, slow it down.
Oh man, Quid is lining these up, but he's actually going to bait Youngjae in a little bit. I don't think Youngjae should have committed to that. As we do have a flash now out of the Gen G jungler, and in goes Faker. He tries to Valkyrie out, and he immediately gets taken down. Owner's looking for the resets, but he's not able to get the kill onto Lostba either. And it's all falling apart here for T1. Gen G Ruler is getting in there and taking names now on low health. He's able to secure a kill as well, and Chovy the entire time was taking the inhibitor.
Oh man, and this is the night to remember Gen G is looking for, right? Winning against all odds against this draft with these substitute players. He's looking for a solo kill here.
They want to end the game.
They want to end the game, and I think they very well can. There's a few minions here. He's got Demolition.
The cannon minion just got knocked with the cask. That's a fantastic.
You can walk back and pick that one up, so you know you don't win the game, but you've got so much more to take. As this is, yes, a very big overextension here, arguably, for Youngjae, but he has stopwatch. And again, the objective here is to delay until Faker pulls the trigger and they punish. Look at the turn here. Lostba instantly Xenoblades him. Can't get over the wall. And once Faker's out of this fight, Gumayusi, you can see he's trying to get into range, but this is a numbers game you just will not win. And they don't have any peel for him, because guess who's on the bottom side of the map dealing with Chovy? It's your Gragas. He's not here.
Yeah. Ruler is in position. No flash for him, though. Let's see what I think they should be able to get this Baron, but can they get out is the question. As they're on the run, in goes Chovy, and everybody comes in. The kick on the Zeus is decent. but it is a tank Gragas as they're turning this one around. The Corki and the Ezreal are doing the damage. Guma already with a couple of kills under his belt.
Well, they got out just in time. They know the speed at which they can clear this Baron, and they're able to get out of here. Quid is a little bit late to the party here. If he's actually here with Chovy, they can instantly blow up one of these carries. But now Quid's kind of stuck, like, all right, let's see if they turn and try to chase, because if they do, then we can stun them in this choke. Ruler, you can win the fight.
This turret is going to go down. Chovy will take it out. As you see, Guma was able to pick up the bounty for his team. And here's Faker. Hello. He's coming on in. And keep in mind that Chovy is a Tryndamere. He's trying to get those crits down, and he is just going to take his life just like that. Chovy doesn't give a damn.
Yeah, I think that's a miscalculation of Chovy having flash or not, because if he has flash, he always follows you over the wall there. And look how many resources are spent to kill him. He still gets a kill onto Faker, removes the Corki from the map, just swung the pendulum back into Genji's favor here. Is watch him follow this Valkyrie over the wall because he has flash. He's also Tryndamere, so he's able to buffer this through the wall, grab the kill there, then survive through. Then this forces all of T1 back. Look at the mini-map. Look at the pings coming down. We're going again, trying to collapse onto this Tryndamere. See how it works out this time.
Yeah, it's going to take them a while as he will Gale Force and spin. And that's the final call.
And you're going to need more than just a Gragas to stop Chovy, or he will kill your Nexus.
Yeah, and it's got to be Faker with the package to respond. And that means that the Elder's probably gone, right? So now Chovy, he's going to get low. He will probably die. He's trying to get on top of Faker, and that's a really nice body slam. So they should be able to take him out. But take a look at this Elder. It's taken them a while, though. Genji have not put enough damage into this, and now Chovy, perhaps he overstepped his bounds here as it's 5v4. Faker and Zeus are back into this fight. The poke is coming through, but Ruler, he's got a good position. He's quite tanky himself. The ult is popped. As now they're trying to collapse here onto Owner. They want to take him out before this Drake gets low, but it's actually Genji who has really low health bars at this point in time. Faker hits a huge big one into the back line.
You gotta walk away as Genji here. You gotta get out of here. You're gonna have to give it.
They're just gonna have to give it, and that feels so bad for Genji, but here come T1. They have fantastic chase with this Ezreal with the Yuumi. And take a look at that. They're able to take down 2 of them.
But it's Chovy's call to come in here, which seems brilliant at first, but the rest of the team is not able to. As you say, the real story of this replay is how they're not hitting the Elder Drake, how they're not putting it low and threatening a smite. 2 teleports available for the defenders mean they can instantly come over to this 5v4 fight. And Genji's comp doesn't function on a half-health Elder with no Tryndamere. Notice in live, T1 are going to be able to take a Baron from this as well. So all map control should finally be back in their hands.
Yeah, and I think at this point, you can just group up as 5, go mid, or maybe bot, just to make sure you don't get backdoored, and go from there. And, you know, it was all that poke finally coming through for T1. This feels like one of the first team fights where we see how this team, they need a bit more time, but Chovy's not really giving them too much time here in the side lanes. As Zeus, he's hitting that point of no return where he just gets unbelievably tanky, and he's even able to win against Tryndamere, and we're seeing that here. This is before Owner got here. He was able to get Chovy extremely low, as no cask is available just yet, and the chase is on, but again, it's Tryndamere, so you're not going to find him. But even just the threat of the package can sometimes be enough.
They get Genji pushed back here. Genji no longer have Drake Cryo.
Okay, well, Quid barely exists anymore. That was one big one that is coming in. They're mostly dodging the rest of them, but there's also barrels. There's the cask available here for Zeus. As we see the wraparound here from the Lee Sin, from Young Jae, the poke is coming in. Quid is trying to do his best to have an effect as there's the kick. They get on top of Gumayusi and he goes down. No more Ezreal in this fight, but Faker is kiting it out perfectly, and he put the package down so that his team could kite and get away from this.
Ruler's still alive, though. I don't know if you've got a prayer here, T1. Ruler's on the chase. This is going to be so difficult. Now, Faker's still alive, as you mentioned. He still has his res available. Oh, this is so tense.
This fight,
reset.
It's not over. You can see that Ruler now. He's backing away, but he's got full health. He's got a shield. Well, that shield is gone now. So you can see that T1 is very much confident to continue hitting this Elder.
T1 saying, come at me, come to me, Young Jae, you don't have that kick anymore. It's coming up in just a few seconds, but it's not ready yet. Now it's up. This is their last chance.
And this is a 4v4 right now. We're just trying to get Youngjae into the pit and trying to get this down. The Elder Drake is going low. Who's going to pick up the flip owner? Goes extremely low, and it's Faker who picks up the Elder and probably will get the win in this fight because of it. Ruler is desperately trying to kite, but he will not be able to by the end. And finally, T1 have seemingly won this game.
It's over now. It all came down to that final Elder. We talk a lot about how we're going extreme late game. Every game of the LCK with the Corki ends up going to Elder. I wouldn't necessarily call this one a flip, though. It was just a chaotic battle as T1 will close out this first game. But damn, did GEN give us a show. With this composition, we looked at that draft. I think most people think there's no chance, there's no way. But they made it damn close. And if we're going to see 3 games of this, sign me up.
Oh, yeah. Give me more of this. Nexus goes down, GG, T1. As we kind of expected at the very beginning. Ruler, of course, trying to win those team fights single-handedly at times. But I have to say that Quid, Youngjae, and Lospa had some pretty solid gameplay as well. Like, they didn't drop the ball or anything like that. And
진짜 와이파이 거든 리신 봐봐 리신. 아래.
궁 걸었거든. 전면.
먹었어. 나 제리.
못 맞췄다.
괜찮아. 나 힐대.
와볼래?
위 봐줘. 바론.
미드.
잘못 말했다.
한타 체리 한 번만 해주자. 나이스.
이거 트림 궁 있어, 다 있다.
선제병이다 개사기네. 나 궁 있다.
끝날만하다.
얘 유치한 돌았어.
내가 그냥 몸 대고 밀어도 돼.
그래 될 것 같아. 근데 집중 좀 해야 할 듯? 와볼래? 집중했어. 가비.
다행이다.
잡아.
다행이다. 이겼으면 된 거지 뭐.
나이스.